So today we have an Instagram model that tells her experience with Waka Flocka and Chief Keef. This is gonna be the year of the ex not I'm not even gonna say exploitation, but this is gonna be the year of tell my story and people telling their stories of what happened in the past or their situationships or relationships that too many people didn't know about. Now people's coming on social media sites and telling it all. So today we have an Instagram model that wants to share her experience with Waka Flocka. He was married to Tammy at the time, but she claims that she did not know that he was married to Tammy. Maybe she didn't, maybe she did. No one knows but them two. But here goes her experience. This is she's gonna exploit more rappers in the industry, but this is the first one she want to talk about. And you let me know, what do you think, if she's telling the truth or not.
My lore, let's just start from the top. And we're going to jump right into when I was dating Chief Keef. So for the ones that already follow me, y'all know that back in the day, I used to be on a shade room heavy Keef. Like, I was arguing with his baby mamas every other day. And not even just Chief Keef, it's other artists too that I was like dealing with, and it was always a mess. And I never told my side of the story. I was always painted out to be the bad guy. I'm about to lay everything out. I'm talking, I'm dropping names, I'm dropping receipts, I'm dropping pictures. Okay, so when I first met Chief Keef, I was actually in LA in the studio with Ray Sherman. Him and Chief Keef had just had a song out, so I was playing the song on my stories on Instagram. I ended up tagging Chief Keef, and then he ended up DMing me. That's how we're talking. So we started talking probably a couple of days, and then he ended up asking to fly me to LA, which I go to LA. So we're talking for a couple of days on Instagram, whatever, and he's like, when can I see you? And I already had a trip planned to go to LA with my best friend. I lived in Arizona at the time, so like an hour, it's only a couple of hours drives to LA. So I was like, I'm actually gonna be in LA this weekend, like I'm gonna hit you up. I go to LA, I do my thing or whatever, I hit him up. And so he's like, I'm gonna send you an Uber. Just come to me. I get in that Uber, and that's when my life changed, like for real, for real. So almost immediately when I get to his house, he opens the front door, and the first thing he do is take my phone. I've never taken my phone. So I'm like, whatever, sir. Like, you're not that big of a deal for me to try to record. Like, whatever. Anyway, so he leads me to his room. And y'all, at the time, he had like red silk sheets, like a whole red room. And not like, he has this big screen TV in front of his bed. He don't sit on me. Like, he probably says like, hey. Other than that, he don't sit to me. Like, he's so awkward. So he sits on the side of the bed. I'm sitting next to him on the side of the bed. And we sit in silence for like 10 minutes, maybe longer. And I'm just sitting here like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Like, he's not talking to me. Like, it's awkward. He's not talking to me. Like, I've never had this happen. Like, when fly me out, it's vibes immediately. Like, we're either going shopping, we're going out to eat, like, we're getting on a yacht, like something. This is like the first time where I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just started thinking, like, you was a celebrity and you had you flew out or had come to you, what would you want? So something told me, like, massaging him, like, give him a massage, like, get him in the mood. Because at this point, I'm not thinking relationship. Relationship is the furthest thing from my mind. And we ended up being together for 4 years. So I just was thinking, like, we're about to just, like, do some grown folks. And I'm about to just, like, be okay, because this is so awkward. So anyways, I ended up like sitting on the edge of the bed and giving this man a massage. Like I climbed up on the bed while he's on the edge of the bed, and I actually have a picture of it. And when I get to, I'm gonna insert some pictures. Like I do have to learn how to like edit, insert some pictures. So I'm massaging his back,
So she was showing the pictures of him watching TV. Y'all hit the subscribe and like.
massaging his back, and he's like not talking still, not giving me like nothing. Like, oh, this feels good, baby. Like nothing. I'm just massaging him for no. I'm massaging him for nothing because at this point, like we just got done like doing a do or whatever, and I was like, I need my phone. Like I've been here for hours. Like at this point, I've been here for hours. We ain't each other. We literally watched movie. I massaged your back. We got down to business. He has said like literally no words to me. So I'm like, I think it's time for me to go. So I get on my phone. I'm getting blowed up from my best friend. She at the time like didn't even really knew he was. So she just knew that I ended up leaving her to get an Uber to meet this guy in the middle of the day, and hours had gone by and my phone was off and she could not see my location and I wasn't responding back. So as far as news, she knew. So he gives me my phone back, still has not said anything to me. And I'm texting her and I was like, because like I'm going to insert a clip. I ended up taking a picture. I ended up taking a picture of like my scene at the time, and Chief Keef was sitting on the edge of the bed. He was watching TV, the same thing that he was doing prior to us, and I to this day. So, anyways, after that, that was the first day. I think I ended up leaving. I might have stayed the night. I don't know. That was a long time ago, and that was like the very beginning of. So, that was just day one of meeting him. When I tell you that he flew me out every single weekend after that for years at this point, like years. So let's get back into the juicy point of this whole story time. Point, me and Keith have been together for a couple of months, and it's gotten to the point where like at one time me off. Like there was so much drama around that relationship from beginning to end that every time I would leave him, because at this point we were in a public relationship, he had posted me on his Instagram. I was posting him all the time on my Snapchat and my Instagram, so people knew we were together. And I was getting sent so many stories of like that claimed they flew out to go see him when me and him was together. So one day I decided off to the club and I'm just about to like just do me for the night. So I walk into this club, and as I'm walking past the booth, I get tapped or I get grabbed, and I turn over and I look, and it's Waka Flocka. And I was like, he was like, come up here. And I was like, okay, let me go pee first and I'll be right back. So now we're about to get into the story of how I with Waka and the whole drama surrounding that. I swear to God, I did not watch reality TV. So I did not know anything about Waka being married to Tammy.
So do y'all think that she knew that Waka was married to Tammy? I kind of do believe that she did know that Waka was married to Tammy. What do y'all think?
But I'm going to go ahead and tell you my story, my entire story from beginning to end. So I'm there at this club called Hi-Fi, and I go to the bathroom after Waka had tapped me to come up to his table, and over here, doing here, so doing here, and I'll go to his table, and I'm there the whole night. So I'm going to insert clips, and I say this because you guys hopefully will understand why I was on him the way I was on him. Because I didn't know he was married. So I'm at the club with Waka. I'm with his brother. I'm with his entourage. At this point, I think I know Southside was there, and South. If you don't know him, he's Young Miami's baby daddy. I know he was there, and I'm there pretty much the entire night in that section with him. and he's talking to me. You know, we're getting to know each other, and he goes to perform in the section that we were in, and I'm sitting right next to him. So at this point, yeah, like I pull out my camera, I'm recording us, and as he's like rapping to me, I give him a kiss on the cheek. I posted not knowing he was married. So after that, me and Waka ended up going back to his hotel room. I believe he was staying at the W in Scottsdale. It's Waka, it's Southside, and it's his brother and like the rest of his entourage. So his brother at the time was like, hey, come to my room. Waka's gonna meet you at my room. Like he's gonna go to his room and like shower and whatever, and like you guys will have this room to yourself. So I'm like, okay, bet. I ended up going to the room, me and his brother chit-chatting, we're talking. Me and him ended up being best friends for a couple months after the whole situation happened, and then the situation happened, and then me and him just kind of like lost contact or whatever. So whatever, I'm talking to his homeboy, I'm talking to his brother, and we're hanging out. So he says, Waka just wants you to walk over to his room because I'm about to like pass out. I'm like, all right, bet. As I'm walking to his room, Southside, I run into Southside, he pulls me aside, and he's trying to holler at me, and I was like, this, oh my God, this story time, I'm just gonna be laughing the whole time because I'm walking to Waka's room, and Southside pulls me. He was like, babe, come to my room. And I was like, no, like, I'm about to go see Waka. And he was like, you can make so much money. Like, I'm not, and I swear to God, and I swear to God, like, I want anybody to come at me and say this story is false. I want, because one thing about me, I keep my receipts. So, yeah, young Miami's baby daddy. As I'm walking to that hallway, he's walking to his room, I'm walking this way. And he was like, babe, come in here, like, come in. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go see Waka, like, this is what I'm here for. Like, I'm about to go about. He was like, oh, you can make so much money, like, you got going on right now, like, you can make so much money if you come in this room with me. At this time, like, I'm not trying for money, like, are you done? Like, I'm about to go and see, talking about that I originally came here for. So I go in Waka's room. Long story short, we stay the night together. And the next morning is when his brother comes to the room. He's on the phone. He was like, yo, Tammy calling you. So the brother comes to me when I'm sleeping in bed, and he was like, hey, I need you to go to my room because his wife's calling him. And I said, his wife? And I swear to God on my son's life, I'll never promise anything on my son's life that was not true. I'll never swear to God that wasn't true. He was married. I did not watch Love and Hip Hop at the time. I even to this day, like if you know me, you know I don't really watch reality TV. Like it's just not my thing. So I did not know. I had just spent the night with this man. I didn't know he was married. So I ended up going to the brother's room. I'm drunk out of my mind.
For some reason, I don't believe her. I think she knew who Waka Flocka was.
Hung
And I believe that, I think that she knew that he was married.
over. I go to his room. He comes back to the room, his brother. He gets dressed, and he's like, we're going to go to the mall. And I'm like, I'm hungover. I'll just see y'all when y'all get back from the mall because I'm not going. So he gets back from the mall. At this point, I'm up, and I was like, I'm going to catch an Uber home because that night, Waka had a concert now at one of the venues here in Arizona. So he was like, just come through the night. So later on that night, I ended up meeting Waka and like his brother and his entourage back at the venue that he was about to perform at. So I was backstage with him. We take pictures together. We're hanging out, we're drinking, we're taking shots. I have my girlfriends with me. He goes and performs. So like I'm backstage, watching him perform, like all is good. We spent the whole weekend together. Like we're in Scottsdale together the whole weekend. He's not walking around like he's married. He's kissing on me publicly. He's kissing on me in front of everyone. After that, we ended up going to like another club. So like the entire weekend, Waka did not act like married. And I didn't even know he was married, at least the first night. Like the second night, I didn't stay with him. Okay, so after the concert, backstage, and after the club, then I believe they had to go on tour. So he had left immediately after the club. So the second night, we only hung out. I didn't sleep with him in his hotel room, nothing like that. So that night, I ended up posting pictures on my Instagram of me and Waka. It was probably it was both. It was the whole weekend. So it was pictures of us backstage at his concert. It was videos of me like kissing him on the cheek that I told you guys that I had recorded. It was just a whole weekend of us being together, being in Scottsdale. So I made that post. Now, this was the time that I was dating Chief Keef. And by me already on the Shade Room from dating Chief Keef, then the Shade Room posted that picture, that couple of pictures that I posted of me and Waka onto their page. And now this story takes off that it's like, oh, Chief Keef's baby mama, Chief Keef's girlfriend is Flocka.
Okay, that was it. She gonna have part 2 tomorrow. And thank y'all for the email of what y'all wanted me to talk about. So just send some more things, topics that y'all want me to talk about, and I will discuss. Hit the like and subscribe. See you later.